Our next topic is vibration standards. In petrochemical plants or oil and gas platform, usually they have their own maintenance team to take care of their assets or machines. Vibration monitoring is one of their scope of work to monitor the condition of their machines. When vibration is high, it usually indicates something is wrong with the machine. So how to quantify these vibrations? How high is considered high and not safe? A lot of time when we have this vibration data, we need to compare to a reference or benchmark to evaluate whether or not the vibration has exceeded the dangerous level. What the maintenance engineers will do is comparing the collected vibration data to a vibration standard created by some of the reputed organizations or bodies. We will start to look at different organizations or institutes that created these vibration standards. Two most common standards that we use are ISO and API standards. Organizations or institutes like ISO, International Standardization Organizations, API, American Petroleum Institute, ANSI, American National Standard Institute, BSI, British Standard Institute, are those bodies that come out with different standards for different applications. These standards are usually internationally recognized and being used as a reference or benchmark for certain areas. For example, as we discussed earlier, for the Vibration Training Certification Program, we refer to ISO 18436 in the design and development of the curriculum of the training program. Big organizations like Petronas has also come up with their own standards named as Petronas Technical Standards (PDS) for vibration severity monitoring. The most related ISO standard for vibration monitoring for us to refer is ISO 10816, Mechanical Vibration, Evaluation of Machine Vibration by Measurement on Non-Rotating Parts. Here, the non-rotating parts, in other words, is referring to casing vibrations. There are a total of 8 parts in these standards. The first edition was created in 1995, and from years to years, for example, in year 2000, 2009, 2014, it was being revised and added with new parts. Part 1 of this standard is just the general guidelines. Part 2 is for steam turbine generator sets. Part 3 is the most common parts that where we use and involved most of the industrial machines. Part 4 is for vibration monitoring of gas turbines. Part 5 is for the machine set in hydraulic power generation and pumping plants. Whereas Part 6 covers the reciprocating machines, and Part 7 is on rotodynamics pumps for industrial applications. Finally, we have Part 8, which was created in 2014, in which the main coverage is on reciprocating compressor system. Currently, this ISO 10816 standards were replaced by ISO 20816 back in 2016. It maintained all the 8 parts, and the standard was being revised every year to incorporate and catch up with the latest trend in vibration technologies. Another ISO vibration standard that we usually use is ISO 7919. It is about mechanical vibration of non-reciprocating machines, measurements on rotating shaft, and evaluation criteria. When we say ISO 10816 is a standard for non-rotating parts of casing vibrations, then ISO 7919 is a standard for rotating parts or rotating shafts. There are in total 5 parts in these standards. The first edition was created in 1996 and revised in 2009. Part 1 is again the general guidelines. Part 2 focuses on vibration on the rotating shaft of steam turbines and generators. This Part 1 and Part 2 have been revised in 2016 and 2017 to be incorporated into ISO 20816. Part 3 covers the most of the coupled industrial machines. Part 4 and 5 focus on rotating shaft vibration of gas turbine sets and machine sets in hydraulic power generation and pumping plants. Both of these parts have been revised and incorporated in ISO 20816, Part 4 and 5 respectively in 2018. On top of this, ISO has standards like 2954 covering what are the instruments used in vibration severity monitoring for non-reciprocating machines. ISO also have standards that cover vibration on a specific machine component, for example, gear system. In this case, we can refer to ISO 8579. Besides ISO standards, we also have another international standards from API, which mainly focus on the specific machine types, especially in oil and gas industry. API 610 covers centrifugal pump. API 611 and 612 cover steam turbines. API 616 covers gas turbine. API 617 provides vibration standards for centrifugal compressor, whereas API 618, which are usually used for reciprocating compressor vibration severity monitoring and analysis. API 674 to 676 covers vibration of different types of positive displacement pumps. API 677 is for vibration on gear system. If you want to know more on how to use vibration instruments like accelerometers to monitor vibration, we can refer to API 678. Finally, API also come with standard on rotodynamics and balancings, which is API 684. So, by now you should have a brief understanding of what are the vibration standards. To understand more in depth about this vibration standard, especially ISO 10816, you are given this assignment to review this vibration standard and summarize the important point of all 8 parts in this ISO 10816 in the written report format. The summary can cover the category of machines, their installation types, operation parameters, evaluation principles, frequency range, machine classifications, the evaluation zone limit, criteria for alarms and trip limit.